Files. That's why on September 3rd, Thomas Massey and I are having the victims of Epstein on the steps of
the Oversight Committee. His team is in possession to the first disclosure from the Department of Justice of Epstein-related files.
We need to see the files. And once again, don't care.
Hey everyone, welcome back to PayReacts. This is the place where we break down the latest news, trending topics, and the real stories happening around the world. I'll be giving you my honest take, no filter, just real reaction. So if you love staying up to date and seeing things from the fresh perspective, you're just in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the conversation. Let's dive in. Last week we opened the door on Epstein Files, but trust me, that was just the beginning. New names, new details, and shocking connection are surfacing. And the world is still asking, who and what, and when. Today we are digging deeper into the latest revelation in world powerful people. Don't you want to see? Stay with us. Do you believe that the truth is finally coming out? Or we are still just scratching the surface? Let me know below. Put your comment section and watch it together.
The Justice Department just started to release the Epstein Files to my Oversight Committee. So now we know they are documents. Here's the problem. They're only releasing small bits and most of the information is already public. We need the full release of the Epstein Files. That's why on September 3rd, Thomas Massey and I are having the victims of Epstein on the steps of the Capitol. They're going to tell their stories for the first time. Then we are going to force a vote on Massey and my bill, and we're going to demand the full release of the Epstein Files. There needs to be transparency. There needs to be justice and accountability for the rich and powerful men who abused young girls.
We have major breaking news right now. The House Oversight Committee has received the first tranche of the Epstein Files. According to Congressman Robert Garcia, the Democratic leader on the Oversight Committee, his team is in possession to the first disclosure from the Department of Justice of Epstein-related files. His team is currently reviewing the files, and they will let us know soon about what they contain. Now, the public may or may never see some of these files. We don't know what's actually been disclosed. We don't know whether it's been redacted. We don't know if it's the full Epstein file or whether it's just the first set. But this comes after Democrats pursued a subpoenaing the Department of Justice for the files, and now they have the files in hand, at least some of them. This is significant news. The pressure stays on the administration to release all of the files to the public. Spread the word, keep asking questions, and I'll provide you updates every step of the way. So follow along for all the news you need to know about. More to come soon.
Hey, it's Joe from Georgia. I know everybody is sick and tired of hearing about the Epstein Files and them not coming out. Well, do you know the Department of Justice, of course, has those records. And what they've done is they have released some to the Oversight Committee that was asked for so they can make a decision on them. However, 97% of the documents released by the Department of Justice, 33,000 documents, by the way, 97% of those had already been made public. They've only got 3% of these documents are new files that no one has seen. But there's still hundreds of thousands of documents out there. So, you know, the White House is controlling the Department of Justice. And now the Department of Justice is trying to keep the United States House of Representatives from doing their job. If you don't give them all the documents, it really doesn't matter if you're holding back the ones you want to keep. So folks, you got to keep the pressure up. We need to see the files. And once again, don't care who's on it. If they're on it and they broke the law and they're immoral, yeah, we need to know who they are.
The first wave of Epstein files were released today, and as expected, they are heavily redacted. But what Ghislaine Maxwell just pulled off, that is the real story. She testified under oath to the DOJ that she never witnessed Trump act inappropriately, ever. She also said that about Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew. She then called the whole list a Salem witch trial. And if that term sounds familiar and just gross, especially concerning this trial, it should, because that's what Tangerine Tyrant's camp, that's the same phrase they used to defend him during Mueller. Coincidence? I highly fucking doubt it. And here's the thing. Who says we can even trust her testimony? She has already been charged with perjury before. She straight up lied under oath in civil cases. So why the fuck are we trusting her now? And then, right after this testimony, done privately, of course, with Todd Blanche, Trump's lawyer, sitting right there beside her, she got moved to Club Fed, a low-security prison that allows work release privileges. Work release. For what fucking job? Her literal last gig, her last role was operating a fucking massive trafficking crime for billionaires. And let's be real. Someone that fucking evil isn't stupid. Someone that coordinated a trafficking empire. We're talking flights, logistic, money, models, drugs. That person would keep meticulous files. Why? For protection, for leverage. And if this new deal sounds familiar, it should, because it is the exact same deal that Epstein got in Florida, facilitated by none other than who? Pam Bondi, who now runs the DOJ, the same Department of Justice that just gave a sweetheart deal to Ghislaine Maxwell. The fact that people are believing this evil woman, it's disgusting. And I'll be honest, I've said it once, I'll say it again. It does not matter if you're a politician on either side. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're a celebrity. I don't give a fuck if you're a rock star. I don't give a fuck if you're an athlete. I don't give a fuck if you are a Nobel Peace Prize winner. If your name is on that list and it is proven you were there, I don't care what my thoughts about you prior. I think you deserve the maximum fucking sentence because you are a sick individual that has caused harm to children. Full stop.
Actually, this story is far from over. Make sure you're here for the next update. Thanks for being part of this conversation. See you in the next one.